I have like 3 things that I'm really proud of myself so far in this challenge. Last week I ran my first like 11.5 minute mile, and I can't remember the last time I ran a mile that fast. And and I ran the whole thing. I mean, I didn't stop. I didn't walk. I have a slower pace than other people, but it's a pace that I can keep and I can be consistent with. And I'm really proud of that. The second thing I'm the most proud of is I met my movement goal in week 3. Honestly, I was really hesitant I was even going to be able to complete that goal throughout the duration of the challenge. Never had the upper body strength or the grip strength as an adult to do those. In week 3, I was in awe. I was shocked that it actually happened. Now I've upped my goal and I'm working on the uneven monkey bars. And coming back to the upper body, the third thing that I'm most proud of is I did my very first banded pull-up thanks to Coach Katie. She talked me through it. She showed me the proper way to do it. And that was another thing that I was just like, oh my gosh, I just did that. Again, I'm doing things that I never thought I would be able to do. And it just makes me that much more driven and that much more motivated to continue.
The skill I picked up over the last month really has to be the food prep. I definitely eat a lot more breakfast-wise than lunches when I'm always on the run.
Good morning, y'all. The new skill, physical, mental, nutrition, that I've learned over the past 5 weeks is really just to push yourself. For me, I couldn't get around running the entire time around the 400 meter. And so far I've shaved 30 seconds off my time in the past 5 weeks. And it's just pushing myself is really all it is. And so for me, that was a big feat because when I started, I could barely run to the corner and back. So that's my skill.
The skill that I've learned most recently from the past 5 weeks was having Coach Brian show me a different way to do box jumps. By changing the angle of how I was doing it, I can get up on the box and back down quicker to do quicker repetitions. And so far have not had a tumble, which before I adjusted to this new angle, I would eat it at least one time, every time. So that's the newest skill and something that has had a pretty big impact right away.
It's kind of dark. Alexa, turn the kitchen on.
Okay.
Let there be light. Cool. So what have I learned this week? So this one's it's not hard to answer. It's just a little different because my whole life I've made it a point to help everyone else. I usually put myself second because I know that I can take care of myself. It's always been about helping others, putting myself out, even if it means putting myself out. So it's kind of weird to say, but the skill that I've learned is to put myself first. Even the first few weeks, I didn't really put myself first, but the last 3 weeks have felt really great. It's been really interesting to learn that it's okay to be selfish if I'm doing it for the right reasons and making sure that I'm doing things for me that are going to help me, not hurt me or hurt others. But I'm still kind of wrapping my mind around the idea of putting myself first. Definitely a skill. It's taken me apparently 33 years to learn this skill. Been through the help of everyone in the group, which is really great because everyone is very supportive. So at no point have I felt selfish. No point have I felt like, oh no, I need to make sure that I help someone else first before I can help myself. So thank you to everybody. It means a lot. As silly as it may seem, it's been the first time that I've in my life, really, that I've actively asked for help, actively reached out to a group of people. Some of you I haven't even met in person, and I've still reached out, and you've come and you helped. So that's what I've learned, how to use my resources and put myself first.
So this is for my week 5 video of what has surprised me, what I learned how to do. So far, I think it's really that I learned how to eat better, or how to incorporate a lot more vegetables, and really how I learned to say no, and that it's okay to say no to pasta, or that it's okay to say no to chocolate. And I think that's really the one thing that surprised me the most, is going to a store, in the candy aisle, walking by it or by the checkout, seeing all the candy. And while, I would probably still like to eat it, but not having that craving, and that it's okay just to walk by and that it's okay not to miss it, so to say.
Alright, so I am in Lovelock, Nevada, and look at that awesome view, by the way. So what have I learned over the last 5 weeks? I've learned that preparation is key. I went on vacation and I was going to do this video on the beach, but I forgot because I was busy. But when we went camping and stuff like that, I was prepared to go camping, and I had all of my little snacks and little foods that I could eat, so that way I could still eat with everyone but still eat my own thing. And we had to stay a little bit longer than we meant to, and I wasn't as prepared, and it really messed with my mind a little bit. I slipped up a little bit. So I think that preparation is key, but I also have learned that, you know, it is a 12-week challenge, but it's so that we can learn to do it over like longer. And I've been working on this challenge, my own personal challenge, for like a year now, and so I'm not gonna let, you know, one little tiny slip up, you know, hold me back. I'm gonna keep going forward. And before, I would just be like, oh man, I've messed up, so I can just eat whatever, and then I just keep doing it forever and ever. And I want lasting results. And so that's what I've learned so far on this challenge, and it's been awesome. Hope you enjoy the video.
Hey, it's the end of week 5 and another challenging week, but I'm really excited because my weigh-in was today and things are looking much better. I'm starting to see more progress, and I'm staying more hydrated and more motivated. And a big thank you to my coaches and Camp Rhino family for being super supportive through the past couple of really difficult weeks and just uplifting and staying positive with me. So that's been super helpful. Skill that I was surprised that I've improved so much on in the past 5 weeks has been running. Now, running for me has been the most stressful cardiovascular exercise, because it seems no matter how fit I feel or I am or think I am, running really knocks me out. It's something I feel I'm not really good at. I don't like it, which also makes it tough. So at the beginning of the challenge, I ran the 400 meters in 1 minute and 56 seconds, and today I just did my fit test and I ran the 400 meters in 1 minute and 41 seconds. So I'm really excited. That's a huge improvement in just 5 weeks. So of course I was exhausted at the end and felt like I could not do 3 minutes worth of burpees, but I'm really excited to see how much more improvement I can get at the end of this challenge.